So one of the questions I get a lot is how do you launch a coin like as a dev, right? So you can already launch a coin from Blast or Fun, everywhere else on Sui, and that's very easy. But devs usually want to know like when they write the code for a coin and when they like publish it and how like do they get that to market. And I already did that in the video, right? So it's part of my Sui by example series where I covered it. I'm going to have leave a link to it in the comments. But I already did that. And so in this video I'm going to walk you through how you can take from there, like pretty much go from there down to the parts where you like get it to market pretty much. And it's very, very easy actually. So I'm just going to do that video right now. So here's my GitHub gist where you can find the code for the coin that I'm doing here. And I'm just going to walk you through what the code looks like. So as you can see here, I already created a new project. I did the swing move new boys, and I'm calling this boys. And then I got into the direction, opened into my Explorer, my IDE. And you can see that this is my current address because I just pretty much checked for it with secret active address. And so now this is what the code is. Let me just walk you through everything that's going on here. So I have this module. The module is boys. That's the module declaration. And then I have this two imports. I'm importing coin and I'm importing URL. And I also have this one-time witness declaration and then my init function. The init function is a function that runs once your code is deployed, by the way, so in case you're not familiar with that. And so we have this entire thing. This is the URL, this is the decimals for the coin, this is the multiplier, then this create currency function creates the coin, and it takes in all these parameters that you would need to create a coin. And then finally we are minting some tokens. So we're minting 300 tokens, right? I think I want to increase this a bit. So yeah, we're minting this amount of tokens, right? And then we're doing a public transfer to send it to the person that sends the transaction or pretty much published the package. And then finally we are sending the treasury and the we're sending the treasury to my address, of course, which is like the address that publishes the package, and then we're freezing the metadata. So that's all that the code does, nothing too serious. And so I can just easily build this. So I can just easily do a sui move build, and you can see that everything is fine. So I'm just going to do sui client publish and publish this quickly. But let me first switch to mainnet. So sui client switch double env, right? And then mainnet. So I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, so we are now on mainnet. I'm going to clear this up and then do sui client publish to publish it. Great. So now we publish this coin, and it's not in my wallet basically because I use the init function to mint, so I can basically know that it's in my wallet already. And so you can see everything that's here. So this is the part where we now pretty much do the DeFi stuff. So first thing you want to do is open your browser and then go to the tab that you want to use. So in this case, I'm trying to use Cetus. So I'm just going to search for Cetus, open Cetus, and then but before that, let's just look at the coin explorer or pretty much view the transaction. So first things first is where's the transaction digest? This is it here, and I'm just going to open Sui Vision and search for the coin. So it's as easy as pressing the digest, and I can now like look at the entire transaction, see what was created, and the coin will be one of them. So now we can see changes to dark mode quickly. Now we can see things about the transaction and all of that type of stuff. We can also see pretty much everything about the transaction is here, right? And then just for easier access, you can also see the coin itself, right? So you can just easily do search and pin coins and then search for the coin. So this is Boys on Sui, as you can see here, and it has this crown URL. So yeah, select on the verified coin. Now you can see the Boys on Sui that we created right now, and that is pretty much cool. Now this Boys on Sui, I want to go back, right? I want to go back, then search for this my address that I used to pretty much deploy the coin. So this is it here. Search for it, and this is why I'm trying to do this right now. So search for my address, look for the assets that my address owns, and then that's not where the coins are on Sui Vision. So this is it here, boys, right? And so what I want to do now is that I want to open this and then see things about the voice token. Currently it's not trading, right? So you can see that there's no trading activity, nothing. And this is what we have to do. This is why this video exists. So without further ado, I'm just going to open Cetus. And then the first thing you want to do is very simple. How coins get that value is based on the value of something else that's pegged to it, right? So what you want to do is peg the value of your coin to something else. And how you do that is a pool, right? So you just go to pools on Cetus and then create a new pool. then it's going to take you to this modal where we're going to be filling in a bit. So first things first is that the base token is your token, the one that you want to pretty much use. So I'm just going to search voice on Sui. I'm not connecting my wallet, by the way, so I just need to do that quickly. So connect my Slush wallet, and you can see here that the wallet is connected now. So I also actually need to import the voice, of course, because it's not going to pretty much recognize it. So let me just quickly get it from here. So just copy that. Don't need to do much. Just copy this and then go back to Citos, paste the token address, and that will give us the voice on Sui. You can enter your fees here, which is like how much you earn in fees when this token is trading, right? So let's just put it at a 2%. And then, by the way, you should not trade this. So now, first things first is that what you want to do next is pretty much toggle between boys and Sui per boys, and then how many Sui per a boy or how many boys per Sui. And then I want to like do something that makes this quite useless. So I want that one Sui should be equal to all these boys because I want it to be ridiculously cheap for no reason. Like this is not a serious project, so yeah, I just want to launch it and that's all. Now the next thing you want to do is configure between full range and custom range. This is pretty much LP stuff. Full range is a Uniswap V2 thing where you get to anybody that provides liquidity or you that provide liquidity gets to get fees across the entire range, right? And custom range helps you set the limit for which you're going to be getting fees, and then it's usually more effective for making a lot of money, but then it comes at a cost, right? So let's just do a full range pretty much, but custom range just specify the minimum and the maximum price. So we're going to just do a full range, and then I'll continue. Then I enter deposit amount, right? So I have to enter how many, like let's just do half, and then to enter the other amount pretty much in the deposit ratio, since we're doing 50-50 at the moment. It's going to enter the other amount, and then I'm going to create the liquidity pool, right? So create liquidity right now, and then pretty much sign the transaction. And that's it pretty much. Now your token is already trading. Once that works, your token is trading. It says the pool has been created. It usually takes 3 minutes to be presented in the front-end interface, and that's all. So basically, our pool has been created. All the times I have done this, it doesn't take up 3 minutes. So I'm just going to come and look for my coin right now. So I pasted the thing here, and you can see that it's there already. It tells you that it's not scientifically released because I just created this and we still have to do some like verification and all of that. But that's not what this is about. But we can also view the charts, right? So we should be able to see something on the chart. Okay, there's nothing yet, but let's just buy. So let's just do a 0.1 Sui buy, and it says insufficient liquidity for this trade, which is very interesting. I think it's because I made a bad amount of Sui per boys, so I think I just need to keep doing this. Yeah, so now it works. And now we can now swap, right? So I just click on swap, and then this should easily swap, and now we'll have some trading going on with this pool. So now our swap is successful, as you can see up here, it's successful, and we can have it on the Explorer, right? So that is pretty much how you can get your coin to start trading. So now we now have some trading data, as you can see here, which is really, really cool for our coin, right? So generally, it's as easy as creating a pool, right? And then mapping the value of your coin to something else, and then that's how you get your coin trading. I hope this helps with like all the questions, because I get this question a lot at the Sui Hub, and I get it a lot from like people who use Sui by examples. So I hope this really helps with that. Yeah, just keep practicing and keep building.